Something to know about me and my wife is that we love hosting friends and family at our house. In fact, my mom calls us Hotel Lexi and Lee because of how often we have people over. Sometimes for a night, sometimes for a week. The dishes I made last weekend were ba kha, a traditional Vietnamese beef stew you can enjoy with noodles and or bread, and a pesto chicken sandwich with a side of potato chips, cheese, and olives. For the ba kha, the flavor started working hard the night before, and I referenced the recipe from The Walks of Life, which I'll link in the description, and it's where you can find all the measurements for these ingredients. For 2 pounds of stew beef, I added minced garlic, minced ginger, fish sauce, 5 spice powder, and brown sugar. I mixed it all up until every piece of beef was coated and even in color. I then sliced 1 stalk of lemongrass into chunks, minced 2 stalks of lemongrass, and used a mandolin to thinly slice a white onion. After those ingredients were ready, I heated some neutral oil on medium-high heat and tossed in my stalks of lemongrass. The oil was splattering a bit, so I used a cover guard my mother-in-law gifted us. After a couple of minutes, I added my minced lemongrass and ginger. I sauteed them, and once they reached a toasted enough color, I added the thinly sliced white onions. I took a couple of minutes to cook these down, and once they had softened and caramelized just enough, I added the beef that we had marinated overnight. Before stirring everything up, I also added tomato paste and made sure I covered as much of the beef mixture as I could with it. After a few minutes of some elbow grease, your beef should look like this. You're then good to add your water, star anise, black pepper, chili powder, 5 spice powder, and ground annatto, which you'll then mix up and bring to a boil, and then switch to a simmer and cover for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Pro tip: next time, I would put my lemongrass and star anise in a little spice pouch. After I got the soup simmering, I started preparing my carrots by peeling them and slicing them into obliques. After setting those aside, I used my remaining cook time to prep the herbs, so washing my Thai basil and slicing more white onions. Depending on how long you choose to simmer your soup for, I recommend adding your carrots about an hour left in the cooking process so they have time to soften and absorb all of that ba kha flavor. Finally, about an hour and a half to 2 hours later, this is what your soup should look like. I added salt to taste, and once it was perfect, I boiled a whole package of rice noodles and served all our friends. I made a plate of mung bean sprouts, sliced white onions, sliced jalapenos, chopped cilantro, and Thai basil, and encouraged everyone to add as much as they'd like. And this was the final product. Lauren and Rachel brought chicken wings and a delicious papaya salad, not pictured here. Ashley brought cookies, and Jen brought wine. We stuffed ourselves, jumped into a round of fun games, and folks left around 2 a.m. It was a great way to spend a Saturday night.